Today we wanted to address one of the myths of body armor. We get a lot of comments, we see a lot of comments, and also get a lot of questions. There's some misunderstandings, some common misconceptions about body armor. We're calling them myths of body armor. So we're going to do a series where we discuss some of those myths, hopefully educate, clarify on some of those, dispel that myth, and provide you a little more education about body armor. So today, it's one we commonly see. It comes up in the comment section quite often. It's that level 4 armor is the only realistic option. You shouldn't waste your money on anything but level 4. It should be the only armor that you buy. Level 3, other armor is useless, just buy level 4. I'm gonna say false. So that's definitely a myth of body armor. That myth is very similar to someone saying, hey, why do you buy anything but a 50 cal? Why would you buy anything less than that? Or why would you ever buy an AR-15 if you can buy an AR-10? An AR-10 is more powerful, can shoot better distance. You don't need an AR-15, doesn't make any sense. Why waste your money on that? But that's just disregarding so many other aspects. You're not even talking about weight, availability, size, and really the most important question is end purpose or end use of the equipment. So when people say this, I think usually they might not fully understand the NIJ levels, the ratings, what rounds have to be stopped by certain levels, or they haven't really thought about how it applies to their life and what armor option's best for them. So, like I said, level 4 is the highest rated body armor. So if you're looking for maximum protection, level 4 is the option. The minimum requirement for level 4 is that it has to stop an M2 AP round, which is a 30-06 AP round for 15 yards. The question is, do you need your armor to stop that round? Now, obviously the M2 round was made for a previous age in the military. As a civilian, the only thing you can buy, the only M2 rounds you can buy are World War II surplus ammo. They are out there, it's hard to get, it's expensive. There are definitely rounds out there, but it's just not a common round shot. Other than that, the military, law enforcement officers, and federal government are the only ones who can get the ammunition. Kind of a classic rules for me, but not for me, abolish the ATF. So on that note, people will say, well, what about the government? And really the military doesn't use the 30-06 as their standard rifle anymore. You know, 5.56 is the standard rifle. We'll see if they transition to 6.8 or how the transition is going to go, but as of now, you get your 5.56 rifle. The other common military rounds you see is the 7.62 x 5.1 or your 308 round. Both of those calibers are stopped by your level 3 and 3+ armor. Even the M855A1 military round is stopped by our 3+ armor. So really the point is saying is, do you really need level 4 protection? That's the question. Do you perceive your M2 AP round as a threat or not? And this will lead some people to say, well, why don't I just buy the best or the highest rated ballistic armor I can get? Then I don't have to worry about it. The problem with that is there's trade-offs with all types of armor. Just as with the different calibers and rifles or anything else, there's trade-offs with armor types too. So level 4 armor is going to be ceramic armor. Now there's some cons of ceramic. Well, it's got a short useful life, it's expensive, it can be much thicker and heavier than level 3 or 3+ armor options. So there's definitely cons to your level 4 armor. That you might be able to get past those if you don't need level 4. You might get some other pros out of level 3 or 3+, or even level 3A. When any type of body armor you buy, the real question should be, what is my end use of the equipment? What are my perceived threats? Then I can determine what level rating is best and what type of armor. With level 3 and 3+, you have a lot broader variety of different types of body armor, materials, weights, and things like that. So most of those might suit your needs better. A really common one with this is concealability. So for concealable body armor, that's a situation, maybe that's what you need. If you need level 4 concealable armor, you're gonna be very tough finding something that's concealable. But you have level 3A. So level 3A armor, it's thin, it's lightweight, it's flexible, so it conforms to your body, makes it a great concealable armor option. You see this with law enforcement officers. They wear 3A vests, but obviously the negative to 3A armor is it doesn't stop rifle rounds. Now, there's a numbers game here to play as well, that we know 90% of handgun or crimes committed with a firearm are committed by handguns. So this is going to stop 90% of your threats. And that's why law enforcement officers, they have to wear their vests for long periods of time. You get some maximum mobility, comfort, and really just it's a little easier to carry around, a little more concealable throughout the long day. Backpack armor, this is another similar options. So this is a level 3A rated. You slide it right in the back of your backpack. Concealable, discreet, no one even knows it's there. You take it with you wherever you go, and it gives you great armor protection. Now, if you slide a level 4 pack late into the back of your backpack, you're gonna notice it. So really, it's just saying that you need to figure out what works for you. What are your needs? What are your circumstances? And then you should find armor that fits that. You can't just say just throw all armor into one bucket and say there's one perfect type of armor. It really depends on your circumstance and situation. So your TLDR here is buy armor that fits your needs and your circumstances. Everyone's needs and circumstances are different. So buy armor that fits your needs. Whether that's level 3A, whether that's 3, 3+, or level 4. You know, determine what your common threats are, what you perceive as the armor you need, and go search for that. Just to say a blanket statement that say, hey, level 4 is the only armor option that you should buy, just really shows a lack of understanding about body armor more than anything. So anyway, thanks for watching. Any other questions, comments, shoot them down low. Any other myths or things you'd like to have us go over, you know, put in the comments, shoot us an email. We'll be happy to answer them. And as always, check out predatorarmor.com for your body armor and tactical gear needs.